So I just saw the baby movie, and wow, what a surprise. It was a dumb baby movie for dumb, stupid babies. I'm trying to imagine a single scenario of someone saying that about any movie that I love, even my favorite films of all time, and being actually upset about it. But there's something particular about fans of this film, where they can't just enjoy the movie, they need everyone else to validate their own perspective. It is not enough for them to have an experience with a piece of art, they need everyone else to have the exact same experience to coddle their insecurities. Don't listen to the critics, their perspective doesn't mean anything at all, and you can tell how much I believe that by how much I have to say it. Help, Daddy, there's other people having a different experience with a piece of art than I did. They're saying the movie isn't great. They're saying that they didn't personally connect with the film and I've attached my entire identity to it. That means I'm bad. Can we all just seriously stop and think about what might have gotten us to this situation? I must protect my brand.
My brand.
I often think back to moments in my childhood when I was watching television. Every advertisement was essentially telling me that I needed something to be happy, and even the shows themselves were just advertisements disguised as entertainment. Gotta catch them all, yeah! You need these Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. If you want to be a Pokemon master, you don't want to be a fucking baby, do you? You don't have a Doinkit. Let's use the power of rap to have children memorize every Pokemon they need.
It was a rap, and they play this at the end of every single fucking episode. Just 24 more. You have to memorize all 150. Isn't that fucking crazy? Alien, Wartortle, Aerodactyl.
You need the game to be happy, and you need to catch all the Pokemon in the game to be happy, and in order for you to catch all the Pokemon, your friends need to have the game, or you need to have 2 copies like a fucking psychopath. You gotta keep buying the cards. Gotta catch them all. I don't think people often reflect on the fact that raising our children on television was entirely experimental, and that maybe perhaps this whole brand and fictional character standing is a result of that. Your experience as a child shapes the person who you grow up to be. And at some point we decided it was normal for children to obsess over brands and fictional characters. And there's nothing wrong with being a fan of something or enjoying something, but when it's at the point where you feel instinctually compelled to play defense for a film that isn't even out yet, you might have a fucking problem. Wow, you didn't like a baby movie? You must not be a baby. Wow, look at this guy. He didn't connect with the plot. I've decided I'm going to enjoy it regardless of what the plot is. Haha, I don't even need a plot. I'm a baby. It's a baby movie for babies. Look at me, I'm a baby. Wah, wah. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've decided that it's not possible to have legitimate criticisms with it. Boring? More like you're wrong. I've decided I'm gonna have fun no matter what the movie is. Ha-hoo! Wow, get a load of this guy. He didn't get the memo that we're supposed to be on the hype train. Ha-ha, wow, what a loser. Ha-ha. The movie says Mario in the title. Obviously, it's going to be great. I've decided that anything with Mario in the title is something that I will watch uncritically. I must protect the brand.
My brand.
Again, I am trying to imagine any scenario where someone says these words about a movie I'm excited for, and I actually get upset about it? It's entirely unrelatable. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Seeing these types of responses actually makes me feel a lot better, because these exact same babies created a mild internet shitstorm over my reaction to the trailer. There was a shot of Bowser where his movements felt overly exaggerated compared to other shots and other characters, and I use the word over-animated to describe it because any adult would understand what I mean when I say that. Now, even though my audience is mostly adults, there were some babies that happened upon my video. They clipped that section out of the video and reposted it on Twitter, and then their demographic of babies wound up signal boosting it even further, and most of these people were seriously saying that it is not possible for something to be over-animated. Wow, this guy obviously never read the 12 Principles of Animation. Yes, the 12 Principles of Animation, where it clearly states that there is no such thing as a shot where a character's movements can seem over-exaggerated compared to other shots or characters. That doesn't exist, and that is obviously shown in the 12 Principles of Animation. I clearly read it. Boop. After seeing their responses to critics who weren't even shitting on the movie but just said that they didn't connect with it, it makes me feel a lot better. It's pretty clear that these people were never actually serious about their criticisms to my video anyway. It is literally just as simple as them being upset because they don't feel validated. It is not enough for them to validate each other. No, they need everyone to participate. Yeah, you can tell a movie's really good when its biggest fans are constantly coping over other people not having the same experience as them. Must be a really great film, yeah. Must be a fucking masterpiece. Guys, it's a kids movie. You can't say anything bad about any kids movie. Yep, there's no such thing everything is a good kids movie, I guess. Apparently, lazy writing is inherent to the genre, according to these people. Just because a movie is family-friendly does not mean that it inherently needs to be lazily written. You can still put effort into things and have it be accessible for children. The Lego Movie is a solid example of this, where the main character travels through different set pieces that may be nostalgic to viewers that are loyal to this brand. What exactly do stans of this movie love so much that wouldn't still be able to be in the film with a better script? Tell me. Leave a fucking comment and tell me. If the only reason you're seeing the movie is to soy out every time they show a character or set piece from the games, in what fucking universe do you think that they can't also do that but have a good script? What about the things you want to see in the film makes it impossible to include in a story that's not written so lazily? If you went to the movie and all you want out of your experience is to go, wow, dude, Bowser, wow, dude, Mario Kart, wow, dude, there's Diddy Kong, then do that and be happy with yourself. But don't soil your fucking diaper when someone who wants to see a film isn't satisfied with the character and set piece references on their own. The plot of this film is the most bland, basic, and obvious it possibly could have been, so much so that an AI could have written it and maybe actually did, I don't know. The licensed music choices in this film were also horrendous, obvious, and uninspired. Again, like an AI could have done it, and maybe they did. Chris Pratt's voice acting fucking sucked. His accent was inconsistent. It was overall terrible casting. The casting choices in general overwhelmingly sucked. The only ones I really enjoyed were Keegan-Michael Key as Toad and Charlie Day as Luigi. Jack Black as Bowser was decent. That Peaches song he sang really sucked. I wish I could have heard the character Bowser's voice as he sang instead of just hearing Jack Black Tenacious D shit.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah, oh, yeah.
The entire song just felt like it was Jack Black just fucking around on the microphone during a blooper reel. Like it was some lazily ad-libbed thing that wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. Haha, he said peaches and he said it more than once. Haha. It genuinely feels like that scene only existed to be memed. Like, oh, here's the viral marketing portion of the film. People will share this one on Twitter. And you did! Unironically, AI is going to be fucking great at making financially successful films. Also, Bowser's barely in the movie. He's just forgotten about for the vast majority of the runtime. It would have been cool for them to actually, I don't know, do something with his character, but that would have required effort, and you can't do that because it's a kid's movie and you won't be able to have references or something. I won't be able to enjoy it if you put effort into the writing. Everything is just so underdeveloped. Luigi was also barely in the movie. It's really just not a great film for anyone trying to experience anything other than brand validation. Here's something I actually enjoyed about the movie. There were some good sound design choices. Unironically, there were points in the film where I was like, damn, those are some pretty good sound design choices. There's a scene close to the beginning right after Mario has a disagreement with his family members at the dinner table and he's in a room and it's dark and you hear this nice little white noise in the background and it's kind of like subtle and not like overly intrusive. It's a nice atmospheric choice for the movie and I was like, damn, that's actually pretty good. Overall, the Foley was really well done. There were some artistic elements of the film that I was able to appreciate, which is something that stans of this film seem to be incapable of doing. Nothing artistic matters when you're watching art. It says Nintendo on it, so it cancels it out. It's a baby movie. I'm a baby. The comedic writing was not good at all. There was one moment where I had a mild chuckle. It was very lazily written. Nothing tied together. Every single scene was just, and now on to the next set piece of references. There were lots of references. That's it. But what I fail to understand is how these references could even be enjoyable when 99% of them were already shown in the trailers. There was no surprise that Donkey Kong was in the film. It was no surprise that they went into Mario Karts and did the Rainbow Road. Nearly every single reference in the movie was in the trailers and marketing. Even the plumbing commercial was just already on the internet. Even if I only wanted to see this movie for the references, what exactly did they show that wasn't in the marketing. They even showed Kitty Mario. They showed fucking everything. It's a movie of only references, and I can think of maybe 3 things that weren't already in the trailers. What the fuck is the point? It's barely a movie. References are not substantive. They are not content. It is no different than a Friedberg/Seltzer film, with the only difference being that you are a brand loyalist. Oh wow, a reference, but also it's the brand I like. Woo! So yeah, in conclusion, this is not a movie for anyone who is actually interested in movies. It is for children and man-children who feel as though they need validation for their obsession over a brand. If you enjoyed this film as a film and are comfortable with your own experience and don't need the rest of the world to cater to you and pretend to enjoy something that they didn't, then power to you, and obviously I wasn't talking about you in this review. But if you're outside of my target audience and think that the word baby is even a real insult, then I don't know, change your diaper. Anyway, you're stupid and it's embarrassing that this movie is even a part of a cultural conversation to begin with. Thanks. And I'm giving this one a 2 out of 10.